Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for March 1st to the 9th. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's jump right into it. Sagittarius, I am looking at what's happening for y'all. This is going to be a really big week for you. Okay? There's a lot happening. Well, first, you're going to feel a lot of energy. You're going to feel like a lot more energy. You're going to feel a lot more excitement. You're going to feel this charge in the air. But what makes this week very interesting is that there's this feeling of something ending and something new beginning. All right. Now, I say that because remember, next week, we do have the lunar eclipse in Virgo. And as I said in your monthly forecast, you're going to start feeling that even before we get to the eclipse. You're going to feel that energy. All right. It is in your 10th house. So something with career, public, your reputation. Okay, it's public recognition as well, honors, achievements. If you're retired or not working, it's just whatever you're exerting your energy into that you want to be known for. So there's something happening here already. But also remember, on February 27th, we have that new moon in Pisces. You know, the sign of the moon in Pisces that was, had Neptune, Saturn, Mercury, the North Node. All conjuncting. You have this, it was like the Justice League of planets giving you this huge boost. Huge. Okay? And that was in your 4th house. And so the foundations of your life at your home, real estate, family, children, significant other, things that have to do with home. So there's something new happening there. And then there may be something that you're adjusting with career. Or, again, your reputation. So you're definitely going to feel that this week. But it is kind of nice that you have this unfurling of something new, this new opportunity, this new path. You've set those intentions and you can focus on what's happening this week. This is a really big week, especially for you, because I'm going to tell you something toward the end that is just like, whoa, what are the chances this is happening? All right, so we kick it off on Saturday, March 1st this week with Venus going retrograde in Aries. I talked about this. You know about this. This is going to have a really big impact on you. All right. So starting now, March 1st, the things that bring you pleasure, all right, the things that bring you joy, things that you desire, you're going to start reassessing and reviewing that now, all right? And doubly so for you, Sagittarius, because Aries rules your 5th house of joy and pleasure, yeah? And you're going to be asking yourself, does this make me feel good, all right? Does this make my heart sing? Does this bring me any value? What turns me on, right? We're talking about Venus here. What do I enjoy? Do I feel loved? All of that. Right? You're going to start reevaluating. Okay. And again, this is in your 5th house. So this is going to have a pretty big impact on you. So things that bring you pleasure and joy and relationships and romance and love, even creativity and the way that you express yourself, all of that under review. Okay. All on the table. And this is Aries energy. All right. You want people to see that you are self-sufficient with this aspect, okay? Venus retrograde in Aries, just Venus in Aries, that's very strong, independent woman energy. I can do this, I got this. And yes, relationships are on the table, all right? With Venus retrograde. So you're going to be happy that you did this because you deserve the best. And it's really, really going deep to figure out, moving forward, do I want this in my life, okay? Remember, try not to start a new relationship while Venus is retrograde in her weak state, right? Also, if you're in a relationship, you're just reassessing now. Yeah, you're reassessing. And why I say doubly so, especially with a significant other, is because you have this happening in your 5th house. At the same time, you've got the North Node in Pisces with Saturn, right? With, the new moon in your 4th house. And so that's your significant other. So yes, Sagittarius, you will likely really feel this. It is an Aries. So there could be some moments of, in a relationship where jealousy could arise, where there could be, codependency could be reviewed at this time. It's competitive energy, right? And this Aries energy. And as with any retrograde, Venus, former lovers could be coming back, former relationships, people from your past coming up, whether in person, whether through DM. So just use this time. Use it. Use this to your advantage. Untangle things, rectify things. And Venus, it's not all about relationships, right? Remember that. It can, Venus rules beauty and money and creativity. So try not to buy, expensive things. Venus is like luxury. Avoid cosmetic surgery, especially because Aries rules the face. This is just 6 weeks, okay? It's just 6 weeks. And I did a video on Venus retrograde, what not to do, because there's more. I'll leave it at the end of this video, or even in the description box if you want to take a peek. Now, if you want to get an idea of what to expect, think about what happened for you March 2nd to April 15th, 2017. That was the last time Venus was retrograde in Aries. All right. So now, and cross watchers, if you watch for your rising, your moon, for your, kid, your husband, whoever it is, Taurus and Libra and Aries and Leo, and you are going to feel Venus retrograde the most. Okay. And actually you really are. You right off the bat on March 1st, the moon will be in Aries as well. And it's going to be conjuncting Chiron. Remember, Mars is squaring Chiron all week, all month. Okay? So, yet there's another thing that is adding to this, right? Mars in Cancer in your 8th house. That has to do with partnerships and relationships on a really deep level. And again, if you're not here for love, it can be business partners, one-on-one commitments. So again, big. And we're going to talk about that in the second spread, all the lunations like the moon, because the moon will be conjuncting Chiron. Okay. But also like Venus and Neptune and Mercury. But anyway, Sunday, March 2nd, you've got the sun square Jupiter. Yet another thing that is adding to this Venus retrograde, the Pisces energy, every like Mars in Cancer. Now you've got the sun square Jupiter. First, let me tell you what this is. Remember I said your monthly forecast, there are no oppositions this month. There's only one square, and this is it. Outside of the lunations, outside, like obviously with the eclipse that's happening in Virgo next week. So this is big. This is the only square we have this month, and it is a good one. This is one that puts you in the mood to have fun, to be fun, to find and spread joy and wisdom and optimism. Okay. This is, Frank Sinatra, Ariana Grande, James McAvoy, Chris Rock. They all have sun square Jupiter in their birth charts. All right. So what do? They make people smile. It's the sun. It's, Latin, right? We all know this. Solar, solus, soul. Okay. So this is an aspect where you are nourishing your soul and other people's as well. And remember, the sun is in Pisces. That's already very spiritual. The North Node is here. It's already spiritual. And Jupiter, your ruling planet, Sagittarius, will always squeeze something good out of an aspect. Jupiter is optimism. And here's the thing. Jupiter is in Gemini in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. You have so much focus on relationships this week. Big time. All right. So the lower expression of the sun square Jupiter is just overdoing things, right? Overindulging, overthinking, overanalyzing, overspending. Don't go out there buying the Empire State Building. You're going to return it in April. Okay? Especially because this is happening while Venus is retrograde. I already said don't buy expensive things. Jupiter doesn't have an off button. That's why. All right? So, Mercury will conjunct Neptune in Pisces that day. Remember, the North Node is here as well. Saturn is here as well. This is all in your 4th house. I talked about this a lot last week in your monthly forecast. Just remember, it amplifies creativity, imagination, spirituality, intuition, compassion, and conjunctions are powerful. So you are harnessing this energy and just kind of infusing it in the foundations of your life, and family and children and real estate and home. All right. This aspect, by the way, was like handmade for poets and writers, artists, dancers. You're going to feel it. It's very fantasy, very fairy tale. It's world building. So really great. We're talking about Mercury here, right? The writer, the storyteller. So really great in terms of like imagination. All right. And really, Mercury is communication as well. So it's very beautiful. It's very beautiful in an artistic sense. Remember to have a foot on the ground, because it can be very dreamy, like too dreamy, nebulous, head in the clouds, lights on, nobody home, like that kind of aspect. So keep a foot on the ground. Now, I think that and what's really nice about this is that Monday, March 3rd, Mercury will move into Aries. So that will also, you see Mercury is really active, okay? And so this is very different. Mercury in Aries has a very different vibe from Mercury in Pisces, which is very dreamy. But now this is going to help balance things out with that Mercury-Neptune conjunction, because Mercury in Aries is like, no, wake up, chop, chop. Let's get this done. Snap, snap. So that's Mercury in Aries that you're going to feel this. It's very energetic. I mean, the way that you speak, the way that you communicate, what you're thinking about, all right? It's going to be bold, very bold. Fortune favors the bold. Speaking with conviction, being very confident. And it's Aries. It's independent thinking. No hive mind here, all right? You ever see the show The Traitors? When they're at the round table, some people don't know who to vote for, so they just kind of follow the herd. None of that. This is you just as it is. All right, this is you talking the talk. Use this, okay? And it's, again, in your 5th house, so a lot of things that bring you joy, pleasure, and the romance, true love, creativity, procreation, recreation, all of that. Create, all right? The other thing, and remember, Mercury in Aries can be overly assertive and aggressive, so just be very mindful of that. One thing I want to point out, next week, Mercury will go retrograde. So any conversations you need to have, anything you need to do it this week, all right, before Mercury goes retrograde. Now, cross watchers, Gemini, Virgo, Leo, Aries, and you, Sagittarius, will feel this the most. Wednesday, March 5th, out of all the signs. Wednesday, March 5th, Mercury in Aries will sextile Pluto and Aquarius. Love it. I love it. Do you see how active Mercury is? You're going to be having a lot of conversations. You're going to be thinking a lot. You're going to be processing a lot. You know, Mercury's intellect. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all are traveling, doing short trips around this time. Maybe there's something with siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, all in the mix. You already have a lot of family stuff happening, right? Now you've got Mercury sextile Pluto. Remember, Pluto in Aquarius is your 3rd house of communication, the house that Mercury rules. So again, there is some big message that you may communicate, something where you feel very empowered around this time. Now, the other thing is Pluto, very psychological, remember, right? So, and we are going to have a bunch of, this aspects throughout the year, but also remember the Sun and Venus will sextile Pluto in the next few weeks as well, bringing a lot more of that power, that empowerment. But Mercury in Aries is already confident. It has a bite to it. And now it's sextiling Pluto. So yeah, whatever you have to say, like, feel that power. All right. Feel empowered, but not overly like assertive and aggressive. But Pluto also has that depth, and he likes to dig for truths. And this is in your 3rd house. So there may be some truths coming to the surface, and it can be you being honest with yourself about something, and you feel that energy. But You may just be looking for something here with partnerships, relationships as well. Remember, Venus is retrograde. You're reassessing already. Yeah. Things already coming to the surface. So it's very like you digging. You're going to be going deep. But if you and also just use this, use this day. It's beautiful. Yeah. Especially with communication and writing. Stephen King has Mercury sextile Pluto in his chart to give you an idea of like, this is how you can be. All right. Now, Friday, March 7th, you got the Sun trine Mars. This is the day that these two planets perfect, right? 17 degrees. And so, wow, Mars is moving slowly. Therefore, the Sun trine Mars, you're going to feel this all week, you know, as the month begins, even all week, the week after. It's great. And remember, Mars is direct, no longer retrograde. And that's not going to happen again until 2027. Mars retrograde. So we're good for the next few years. So this is great. Okay. Remember, Mars is still waking up, but this is great. There's a charge to this aspect. The Sun trine Mars. I mean, this is courage and empathy and self-belief and, sunshine. It's the sun. It's almost like an affirmation in itself. And the fact that the sun is in Pisces, Mars is in Cancer, two water signs, two of the most intuitive signs out of all the signs, right? There's something here, and it's water signs. Something here may be very emotionally moving for you. All right. You're already feeling confident with Mercury and Aries, right? You're talking to the talk. Now, this aspect is you walking the walk. Remember, there's a charge about it, something really optimistic about it, and heightened intuition. Your intuition guiding you into walking the walk. And there is an element, like I said, of something of like taking action, but there's, Mars in Cancer has that defensive quality. And this is really great because this is you. It's like sticking up for other people, yeah, defending your loved ones, acts of kindness, random acts of kindness. This is a great aspect. Use it, okay? You're on a karmic journey, and then remember the sun is a life force, and then Mars is physicality. So drive, stamina. You may feel this physically. Use it. Go out in nature. Big walks by the park, okay? Walk over a bridge that's over a lake. You're going to love this, okay? It's really, really nice. Now, and Mars in Cancer, remember, that's your 8th house. 8th house is death and rebirth. It's transformation. It's regeneration. But again, your relationships, big. And money's involved here. So business partners, the 8th house is shared resources, like joint bank accounts. Can be bonuses, commissions, inheritance, investments, all of that on the table here for you. All right? Now, here's what's big for you, Sagittarius. Remember that I said Chiron, asteroid, right, is in Aries. So Chiron is the wounded healer. You're already feeling that energy, right, in your 5th house of, remember, relationships. True love, romance, creativity, maybe creative partners here. Juno, okay, Roman goddess, Hera in Greek, Zeus's wife, Juno, yeah, the protector, epitome of feminine beauty, one of the 4 major asteroids. Juno is all about commitments. She represents commitments, relationships, marriage, union, even infidelity, betrayal. It can be business partnerships as well. Juno represents the balance of power in relationships. And she just moved into your sign, Sagittarius. So when I say this is going to be a really big week, a really big time, Juno's going to be in your sign this entire week. She's going to have some aspects, okay? She's going to have some aspects, and you're going to feel it. Juno is basically Venus in Aries. So this is amplified for you now. Big time, okay? So, of course, we will talk about it in the second spread. But just know Juno's here. Okay? So let's get started. Sagittarius. And, we, right off the bat, like I said, the moon is going to be conjuncting Mars right off the bat of the month. And Aries in your 5th house. There's a lot happening for you. A lot happening for you. Even the moon is going to be in Gemini. The first quarter moon this week is going to be in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Big. This is a big week for you. We'll talk about it with the second spread. All right, so Sagittarius, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you this week. March 1st to the 9th. Ooh, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, Sagittarius. How are y'all doing? Y'all are amazing. You crack me up. There's so much. Listen, there's a lot happening for you this week. And there's actually more, lunar aspects than, the planetary. But it's a big week. Remember, March is bonkers. It's game changing. Sagittarius. All right. I do a traditional cultic cross spread, offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. And I love y'all. All right, so let's see what's going on. Okay, yeah, there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on for you here, Sagittarius. Okay. I really want you to take that time to reassess. And I really want you to really trust your intuition this week. Connect with it like you never have before. All right. You have the 9 of Cups. Wonderful. That's great. A card of total, satisfaction, being proud of yourself. There's a lot of enlightenment with the 9 of Cups. There could have been something that you really wanted that's happened, because this is, the wish come true card. And 9, there is a sense of like fulfillment. So I love this for you, because this card is attributed to Jupiter and Pisces. I mean, remember, you've got a lot of Pisces energy, and you're going to have like conjunctions in Pisces the entire month in your 4th house. Okay? Home, family, children, significant other, real estate, all of that. But in general, this is just you. This is you feeling really good. And it can be with like things that are happening within your physical world as well. All right? It's really something that even, I drop these forecasts a little bit before the week starts. It could be to come still. That's amazing. Now you've got the 4 of Swords in the heart of your spread. All right? Take that time. Take that time out. You need a little bit of a retreat. Okay? Go on a retreat. I told you Mercury's really active. And Mercury retrogrades next week. Go on a little 1-day, 2-day weekend retreat. Right? Mercury, which does rule travel. Use it. I told you, use these aspects. Take that time out either way. Because you've got the 4 Swords in the heart of your spread. And then you've got the High Priestess in your challenge area. And the High Priestess is the guardian of the subconscious. I mean, this is, when we talk about the moon, the moon is intuition. And being in touch with your emotions. You even see the moon at her feet, the sliver of the moon, right? Her headdress, the different phases of the moon. So this is saying we need to really connect. You got to really know what you want. You have to really know what you want. This Venus retrograde, take that time. Like I said, out of all the signs, you've got the four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 major things happening with partnerships and relationships this week. Okay? 4 of Swords is a Libra card. What does Libra rule? Partnerships and relationships. High Priestess associated with the moon. Okay? Remember, you're going to have a lot of moon aspects. The moon's going to be in Cancer eventually too. It's this week it's traveling through your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, as well as your 8th house that has to do with partnerships and relationships. So it's going to be a big thing. You have to connect. You have to connect. You have to go within, do some breath work, with the 4 of Swords here. Take that time. because you are taking that little rest, that retreat, that stillness of mind before you move forward. Okay? You got the Tower in your crown. You need to take that time out. There's a lot of noise up here, all right, this week. And remember, I want you to use Venus retrograde. That's going to help, all right? It's going to help everything up here. And then you've got that sextile with Pluto too. And so really take that time up here, right? Because the Tower is attributed to Mars. Mars is in Cancer, right? Your 8th house. 8th house is really deep. It's death and rebirth. It's transformation. It's partnerships. It's love. It's sex. It's business partners. There's so much there. And you've got the Tower in your crown. Now, you see the literal crown being knocked off the Tower by that lightning bolt. So, again, when you think about your crown chakra, are you connected this week? Yeah? Connect. Take that time out, Sagittarius. Take that time out. You got the Knight of Cups. The Knight in Shining Armor. The Knight of Cups. He's a lover, not a fighter. This is someone who wants to share his cup. This is a card all about partnerships. Okay? He wants someone to join him on his journey. And the Knight of Cups, again, is Pisces. You even see all the fish on his armor. And so, again, a reference to your 4th house of home, family, significant other, things like that. But either way, and this could be very in a creative sense as well. He is very because he's Pisces, like imagination, soaring, creativity, really heightened. You even see the wings of imagination on his feet and his helmet, right? So, being very creative, moving forward with what you want, with what you've gotten. And so the Knight of Cups is also just you wanting to feel emotionally fulfilled. There's a lot happening here. Look, you've got the moon. So the moon in tarot is attributed to Pisces. And so, again, Pisces energy is going to be really strong for you this week. There's something you've got to face, okay? Something that may be illuminated for you, and you can't be afraid this week because, look, I'm going to show you something. You got the Tower in your crown. Tower, by the way, it's like when something chaotic, it's that chaotic energy, something that you didn't see coming. It's like, but it just, for me, it's coming through. Look at your entire spread. It's coming through that there's just so much noise up here, and we need to make room for all these new things to come through. Now, you have the moon in your future. Now, what do you see right here? Right? Those 2 towers. Okay? You're that crayfish. You got to get to the ocean. You can't be afraid of these towers. You got to break them down. So there's something up here. We need to chisel away those towers that are stopping you from enjoying life, everything. It's, again, you've got the moon here. It looks pretty full to me, but you're not connecting. Okay? So please trust your intuition. Take that time out. And there's definitely going to be something that this is going to be an emotional week for you. It's going to be, you have the Tower, you have the moon, you have the Knight of Cups, the High Priestess in your challenge area. This may be pretty emotional. All right. But you've got to face anything. I'm going to show you something else. You see the Hermit's face in the moon? Go within. Have that introspection in terms of what do I want moving forward, okay? But what do I not want moving forward? That's kind of like the bigger question here. This is a very interesting spread. Let's get to your stuff. All right. I may pull a clarifier later, but I'm gonna see your stuff first. There's some things that are happening here, Sagittarius. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. All right. Like I said, you've got a lot.
you've got a lot happening this week. Okay, you're going to be good. You're going to be fine. As long as you do, like, take that time out. Take that time out. Face everything. This is all potential. You're going to be absolutely good. You're going to be absolutely fine. Please just take that time out. All right? Up here. Know what you want. All this Aries energy. I told you everything that's happening this week. You are among the most impacted with a couple other signs. Now, you got Temperance. That's amazing. Temperance is you. Temperance is attributed to Sagittarius. This is saying, like, go with the flow with the go. Avoid extremes. This is all about practicing patience. Okay? And connect. You see her. Well, first of all, you've got Archangel. You got an Archangel, right? The foot in the water, foot in the land. It's kind of like merging what's possible and what's real. Make those things that you want real for you. And this is, you see the disc on the forehead. Right here, it's your pineal gland. Open it. Connect. This is all about having this awakening, okay? And connecting to your intuition, your pineal gland, your sixth sense, your third eye. Now, that's amazing, right? You got Justice. Did you see your monthly forecast? In your external factors area, it feels like there is this energy of just mediating. It is a judge, right? But on this deep karmic level, there's something here that may show you the way, but you've got to go within, okay? And it could be in your physical world. There could literally be a friend of yours or someone that is like, okay, I'm going to be the person that, let's work on this balance of power in a relationship, because Justice is attributed to Libra, partnerships and relationships. What did I say about Juno and your sign? But Juno is linked to Libra. High association with the 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Juno in your sign, Sagittarius card. So there's going to be something here where it is all about that balance. I mean, like I said, that's a Libra card too. Okay? Now, you got the 2 of Wands, an Aries card. Listen, it just seems like the biggest thing here for you is you don't want to feel stuck. You don't want to feel stuck. And that may be the thing. You don't know what the next step is. If you don't know what the next step is, and again, just doesn't have to, be only about relationships, but anything that's happening in your life right now, whatever it is, you've got to go within. You've got to take that time out. Okay? Me time. Have some me time this week, and you're going to be golden. I mean, you have the sun in your final outcome. The sun, which is, by the way, the biggest yes in tarot. I mean, this is great. Look at the wisdom child here, right? Naked. This is being able to express yourself, be yourself. This is freedom, purity. You've got nothing to hide. You see the white horse, and we're talking about purity. This is the sun. What do I say about the sun? The soul. You're going to be absolutely great. Let that sunshine in, okay? This is optimism. This is so much optimism. It's opportunities. It's abundance. It's even achievements. Being proud of yourself. Like, I love this for you, all right? So move in that direction, but there is going to be a couple things here that you really have to trust your intuition. And there may be some things that are on a deep level, okay? Like a really deep, like, subconscious level. But the High Priestess and the challenge area really is just saying, let's connect. I was going to clarify the moon for you. But yeah, there's something that you need to really face with that Ten of Swords. All right? So it's possibly, the Ten of Swords is a Gemini card. Remember, for you, that's partnerships and relationships. So there may be something here. Like I said, it doesn't have to be. 10 of Swords is just saying this is coming to an end. 10 is the end of the suit, okay? Remember, I just talked about the sun. The sun only appears in very few cards outside of the sun card. You got it here, okay? You got it here, the sun coming out. This is a card of new dawn. Those cards are, or the clouds are clearing. Those black clouds are clearing. 10 is the end. 1-0 equals 1. And then you even have the sun here in the shape of a crown in the back, right? Something up here has to just go, all right? So let's work on that. And it could be something, you know, that, well, let me see. Okay. Probably going to be a thing where I would really, it's just like you're processing a lot. There's a lot happening for you. I would just spend that time. And this is really saying, when you take that time out, when you trust your intuition, when you really go within, align your chakras, do some chakra work, right? Even see the swords pointing down, right? The three swords. That is heart chakra, throat chakra. Say what you have to say, right? Crown chakra. Remember, you got the tower in your crown. Let's do a lot of that work. And that's going to help set you up facing any fears, just eliminating anything, okay? It's almost like there is, even, you know, with that 2 wands too, it's almost like there may be some, like you may be already creating or have this idea in your head of something that could possibly happen, okay, in the future that's like low energy frequency, like that tower. But you don't know the future. You have to be in the present, okay? That's why you have that 4 swords in the heart of your spread, okay? Remember, you create your reality. So this right here, there's something's got to go, because this is you've got justice, all about karma. 10 of Swords, everything is cyclical, right? What did I say? 10 is the end of the suit. 1-0 equals 1. And then you do it all over again. You get back to 10. And it's over and over. It's cyclical. Now, his hand gesture is the same as a Hierophant. So it's almost like this blessing in disguise. Like, I went through this. It was hard. I've learned from it, and I'm using it to empower myself. Therefore, I will never have to go through this cycle again. Okay? You're on a karmic journey. Clear your karma. Justice. Okay? You're going to be good. You're going to be fine. You just might have to do a little bit of extra like really trust your intuition and clear any energies that may be holding you back as we move into eclipse season. Sagittarius, you're amazing. Okay? Don't forget, you have the sun. There's a lot of great things for you on the other side. Okay? So, Sagittarius, next week, we will talk about that lunar eclipse. Mercury going retrograde. There's a lot happening this week. And yeah, the second spread, we are going to go deep. There's some stuff. All right. So yeah, we'll talk about, I mean, like I said, right off the bat, we have the moon conjuncting Chiron. We have the moon square Pluto this week as well. There's a lot happening with partnerships and relationships for you. Actually, the entire week. And we'll talk more about Juno in your sign. Okay, tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. Sagittarius, y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I want to know what's going on. I want to hear from y'all. I have some Sagittarius friends who I know are going through some, experiences. So, all right, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. All right, Sagittarius, thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.